Welcome back to my channel. If you're getting Social Security right now, then I have some good news for you. And if you're young like me and are paying into Social Security, then there's probably some bad news. So, as you all know, inflation super high, and Social Security has what's called a cost of living adjustment. So each year, if inflation is high, they give you more money in your Social Security. So what is expected for the start of next year, so 2023, is that the average Social Security benefits will go up 10%. And on average, that is about $2,000 per person. And while it sounds like these people are just getting a lot more money, unfortunately everything just costs more, so it's kind of just evens out for them. So I know that's the obvious good news. So what's the bad news? Well, unfortunately, Social Security is in a pretty bad place right now. So first, the basics of how Social Security works. So everybody pays Social Security. You pay it and your employer pays it, and then it goes into this big pile. And when you retire and you get old enough, then you get your money back a certain amount each year, depending on how much money you paid in. And the thought was that the country's population would continue to grow. And since the population would continue to grow, that means more people would be working, which means that Social Security would be able to pay for itself. However, it's just not working out that way. The population is not really growing that much in the United States, or it's even decreasing, which means there are less people paying into Social Security and more people taking out. Because at the same time, while there's less people being born each year, people are also living longer. So that means there's a larger portion of the population in the 65 to even 100-year-old population block. So what this will eventually lead to is that we're not going to be able to afford Social Security in the long term. And it's been going on for a few years, but each time we increase the amount we give out, the worse it will get. And what we see is that Social Security gives out more money than they take in each year. And we've seen this for a few years, but each time Social Security raises the amount they give out, the worse it's really going to get. So for the predictions for what will happen in 2022, they will bring in $1,088 billion worth of Social Security taxes, so they'll bring that in, but they'll pay out $1,145 billion. So this means that they're going to lose $56 billion. So how do they pay for that? They take it out of these trust fund reserves, which as of now have about $2.9 trillion. However, if you're taking out $50 billion from that each year, it will quickly disappear. But the government can't just take it away. So too many people rely on it. Out of the roughly 70 million people who get Social Security at this point, 90% of them say that they would not be able to maintain their lifestyle without their Social Security. So everyone already plans on getting it back. But if you just look at the simple math, something has to change. It could be a lot of things, whether one option is lowering the amount of money they give out in Social Security. However, it does not seem like this is going to happen since they're still increasing it with cost of living adjustments. Another option that I think kind of makes sense is if you increase the age you have to be to get it. So this would really suck if, let's say, you're 2 years away, you're like 63 years old, and then the government says, actually you have to be 70 years old to get Social Security. So it would be really unfortunate if you thought you're 2 years from retirement and you're actually 7. So I don't know how to go about that. But if you increase the required age, then it would really help out the financial status of Social Security. Another option that I'm sure everybody hates as well, because these are all really options that nobody likes, but you have to do something, is you could increase the Social Security tax rate. So if you just increase the tax rate, then it will get more money and it will be able to remain even. Or, maybe even they could bring in more money than they give out for once. That would be great. But in review, if you're getting Social Security now, you're going to get about a 10% cost of living adjustment next year. So on average in the United States, you would get about $2,000 additional dollars from Social Security. And while the money is good, Social Security is really not in a good spot because they're spending more money than they're taking in. So what do you think we should do to fix Social Security? So now it's time for everybody's favorite part of the video, the joke of the day. Joke of the day, joke of the day, boop, boop, joke of the day. When is a retiree's bedtime? 3 hours after he falls asleep on the couch. So thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any ideas for future videos or any comments on this video. Bye.